be good shortly. And we are now live. Yes, it's after dark. It's it's new comic aftermath nights with vampires and detective stories and
The beach is
aliens.
empty.
when hell when hell becomes full, the dead shall walk the earth. Or we'll do a stream at 2 a.m. on East Coast time.
It's still pretty early here.
I know that's just kind of crazy. It's like, well, it's like I've been tired all day anyway, so got some sleep. I've been after the hurricane. This is so messed up, dude. After you think hurricane, your body's gonna be like, hey, just calm down, sleep as much as possible. I was getting up to like 4:30, 5 a.m. farmer's hours with
Oh
no
damn.
power, and I'm sitting. But one morning, I bought some books when I went to back in like a couple weeks back, like about almost a month now. I went to that comic shop from, I think I told you, the one from Unbreakable, the comic book store from Unbreakable.
Mm-hmm.
I went there and picked up some books, and one of the books I picked up was X Factor Visionaries, Peter David, Volume One. You know, the Peter David X Factor,
I think I know what you're talking about.
the one with like Strong Guy and and Havoc,
The
Polaris,
premier
Wolf,
X
but
Factor team, other
ex-
than Cyclops team.
exactly, other than the original five. And I hadn't read it in years. I have not. I was like, oh, perfect. They had the first four volumes, which are actually hard to come by. They don't. They're the thinner volumes. I picked it up, and well, after the next morning after the storm kind of come through, and like I'm like 4 in the morning. I got nothing better to do. I got the lantern going. I'm reading, and I'm thinking this gonna be a good. This is old school X book goodness, or so I thought. I hated the book.
So I
I
thought.
hated. Oh my god, dude! I hated it. I was like, no, I'm supposed to love this. I loved it when I was 20 years. It's like, oh yeah, that was 20 years ago, dude. That was that's 25. That's 25 years ago. I loved it.
You got to say
Now,
that that batch of characters has never been treated very well.
no, not even then. It's like do you remember the classic bit with Quicksilver? The reason he's such a prick. It's like imagine waiting in line, but the whole world's like that. That kind of thing. I was like, okay, it's a great. To me, it was a great concept then, now, and everything. But as far as execution, the first five issues, Sinister is written all wrong. The Nasty Boys are written wrong. Like Wolfsbane, it's like written like some like cheesy telenovela. It wasn't fun, dude. I was like,
Well,
this is
that's
this
good
is
stuff, man.
how it's like X-Men is drama, and it just didn't work. I was really disappointed in myself in the book. It was a disappointment all around. Uh,
At what
but
point? At what point did this little batch of stories take place?
This is around the same time as the first the Jim Lee Claremont X-Men. We're talking, that's that era. That's when they got the brand new suits and everything, the X Factor uniforms, when they went full government. You know,
Havoc with the jacket.
everybody had the jacket. He had the head sock. The head sock and the jacket. Like he's borrowing a little bit of Gambit.
So this was a strong man, multiple man, Wolfsbane,
That's it.
Quicksilver,
That's the
Polaris
team.
team
Yeah, it was just I
working
wanted
for
to
the
love it.
man.
Yeah, exactly. No, strong guy. I hate strong guy. I hate him so much. I mean, I guess that's the point. But I was like, at one point that he had like heart issues or something. I'm like, good, let him die.
He's
It's,
still alive now, isn't he?
I guess when it comes to the X-Men comics, I haven't really paid attention to them in a good long while. I read some of that. I read that. The mail and run of Cable. But that's about it. You know,
Didn't read
and
the Return of Wolverine today, huh?
no hot night, hot adamantium claws. I'll admit that McNiven art looks pretty great, but $5 an issue, no, thank you. That's a little,
Well,
that's a little too rich for my blood.
well, it
Oh
happens.
Jesus! Oh God! Okay, hit me, man. Hit me.
Uh,
That McNiven
there
art looked
wasn't
great.
there wasn't any hot knives, dude.
Yes, it was on in the preview of the on Comixology when
Well,
like
yeah, it was. I would say this was more the aftermath of that whole prequel series, all that garbage. I didn't really read any of that.
Well, I'm blaming because it looked
I
pretty
would say
awful.
I did enjoy the story. I enjoyed kind of what I feel like they're resetting him back to without spoiling too much.
So they're going back to kind of a back to basics approach.
I mean, I can just come out and tell you,
Do it. Spoil it.
he doesn't remember anything.
That's probably good. So they're
It
basically gone
doesn't get
to
any
a
simpler than that. Yeah,
they've
yeah,
gone back to a pre-origin kind of mindset.
yeah. He doesn't remember
Wow.
anything, and they have there's a unique way they show in the book, I guess, as far as him remembering. It shows everything's kind of locked up in cells, you know, and you
It's like a
see all the
Weapon X
different
kind of thing.
aspects of yeah.
What I looked very interesting. Like that is actually, dude. You actually might get me to read that book now, just because.
I mean, not really reading any of the other, I guess, other books that were leading up to this. I guess they had a book with Sabretooth and Mystique, and everybody, everyone's looking for Wolverine, but not really reading any of that. I liked it. It wasn't too bad.
That actually sounds like see stuff like that, like
It
the
seemed
fact
like
that
Wolverine, dude.
it
That's
does
that's what I was looking for.
the art look like Weapon X era Barry Windsor Smith, and then to find out they're just going in like, oh, this old James Howlett, yeah, that was a mistake. We're going back to just call him Logan, Wolverine, and that's it. Patch, you want to call him that? He's like Madripoor. Okay, that's fine. But when this whole James Howlett, he's a sickly boy, maybe even have be retconned out. Like that was a
Well, maybe not retcon it, but we just don't need to talk about it. I
either
feel
not
like
talking.
Wolverine was more interesting when he didn't know anything about his past.
Well, either my thing is, oh, that was just a memory cap. Somebody just screwing with him, which would be very appropriate for X-Men and like that. One of the stories, like I wish somebody would have pulled the threads on because it's actually a really good story. Which when I was, did you ever read the Wolverine Origin series? The one Daniel Way and Steve Dillon did.
No.
I read it for a while. This is like I
Oh,
was
you talking about is this the one
where Dokken got introduced and everything. Like
with
those that
Romulus
book.
or Remus or whatever?
Yeah, that stuff with also like the dealings with
This is when the sword stuff
Nuke.
was introduced.
Yeah, the Nuke as well. Like the whole he was a part of the Weapon Plus program, all that stuff. Well,
Duke,
there
an
was
important character turned into an important character.
yeah, Nuke was like, hey, he showed up in Daredevil. Well, I want to use him now because he's a Frank Miller creation. But yeah, it's one of those books. It was a prestige format comic called Wolverine: The Jungle Adventure. Did you ever read that one?
Jungle Adventure, would that be Savage Land?
Yes, it's the one with it's written by Walt Simonson with art by Mike Mignola, and Wolverine ends up going to the Savage Land and hooks up with this cave woman, and then they have a kid, and that's when I thought that
Is this
oh
out of continuity?
no, it's actually in continuity, but while Wolverine's down there, a T-Rex swallows him, and he guts the T-Rex from the inside out and comes out covered in blood. So the
What
cavemen
happens
are
to the
worship.
kid though?
Oh no! At the end of the comic, like the cave woman has the kid in her arms, and then that's the last time you see of him. And that's what I thought. Like when they introduced like Wolverine's son, I thought that might be the case. Because how
Which
cool would
what
that
you
be?
talking about, Decan?
Yeah, yeah. I always said Doc and Dekin. Yeah.
That sounds
Uh,
cooler in my head, man.
what Dekin?
I'm probably saying it wrong though.
No, I always said Dokken like Don Dokken, like that, because every kind of in my head relate, because everybody thought like Glenn Danzig would have played a great Wolverine back in the day, and for some reason in my head Don Dokken be Wolverine's son. I don't know why, but in the comic, Wolverine is in a Savage Land and he finds a facility, and the facility is one of Apocalypse's. It's Apocalypse like monster factory, if you want to look at it like that.
This is where he's cooking up people.
Well, in there, Wolverine finds a skull made of adamantium that's tens of thousands of years old. So like, Apocalypse has been messing around with adamantium and like bonding process, which this predates Wolverine is the harbinger of death.
Right.
One of the which is I was like, wow, that's kind of like but I guess somebody might have picked up on that thread down the line. But nobody really. It's a really good, fun comic. It's an adventure comic. It's like if you read any of the planetary stuff, like with Elijah Snow going and dealing with
I know what it
part.
is, but I haven't really read any of it.
Well, there was
I
some like
think I know they have like a crossover with Batman. I
yeah,
think
there's the Batman
periodically.
crossover, the Justice League stuff, but they had they would touch upon some adventure stories, kind of like the Phantom, Doc Savage. It has this Wolverine Jungle Adventure has like a Doc Savage, uh, you know, Phantom kind of feel to it, but with Wolverine, of course. But you know, yeah, Ewell Carter in the chat. Yeah, the lighter scene. There's a scene where Wolverine's got basically the caveman been worshiping the lighter that Nick Fury left for left, and so Wolverine's got to pick it up. But yeah, it's like But back to the comics I actually read this week. I I was at I went to Walmart. This was 2 days ago, and it's like, oh, we're opening up at 8 because I was like, okay, maybe they got to restock and everything, which was the case, but they weren't allowing people in at 8. So I was like, what's the deal? 10 people in, and once one person comes out, another person gets to go in. They were so paranoid about rioting or looting that they would only allow 10 people in the store at a time.
Dude,
So
I feel like I understand after seeing some of that shit on TV, man.
I told the people in line, I'm like, all you need is 2 sheriff's deputies at either entrance with 12 gauge pump actions, and you have no problem. Nobody's going to riot.
I don't know, man.
Well, they definitely ain't going to loot because you park it like or have one entrance, and that's it. That's the only way you come in. That's the only way you come out, and then like 2 sheriff's deputies, armed to the teeth, and to make much more sense because they can arrest people, they can shoot people if you have to. But I go in there, I wait in line to go in there and get what stuff they had, mainly because I'd been drinking water for nonstop for days. I'm like, I need something with caffeine in it.
You need to fucking flip the script.
Exactly, man. I need some Pepsi. I need some Pepsi. And the I go by the checkout line, and they had the DC 100-page giants. They had Superman 100-page giant #3 with an Andy Kubert cover with an Andy Kubert story of Superman on the inside.
This is a news story or a
New
reprint?
story, a new 12-page story, and I loved it. I really
Wow.
loved it. But it was
And this
written
is
by
no,
it
no,
was it was
no.
written by the CIA plant Tom King.
He got you, dude. I knew
Dude, he
he'd get
got
you.
me, man. I finally fell for the false flag. It was a
I
great comic.
I
Dude,
put
it
a
was
call in and told him Larry needed some encouraging.
dude, you ain't kidding, man. This story is so good. The cover is Superman fighting Mongol, and I'm like, oh, that's a part of the story. It's a part of the book because one of the stories collected in this is Superman Batman #3. That's the one where Lex Luthor sends all the supervillains after Superman and Batman, and Superman battles Mongol in that issue.
This is
But
when Lex was president, right?
exactly. But the Andy Kubert art for the Superman story is so good. This is what Superman's this should be the Superman comic. Not this Bendis crap because you got like Superman doing his Superman thing and with Lois and like there's a scene where like Superman's contemplating going to space to because a little girl got kidnapped via like a fake Zeta beam. Like a spaceman abducted this kid and like left another kid to die and some other stuff like that. So Superman's gonna go find this kid, and like him and Lois are on the top of the Daily Planet globe, and Superman's like, "While I'm gone, you don't be falling off no buildings." It's like I got to keep up my reputation. People expect me to fall off buildings, and that was actually like, damn it, Tom King, don't write stuff I like. I don't want to start liking you. I want to keep my narrative. I got to keep the narrative, damn it.
He
But
got you, dude. You can't do it anymore, man.
I can. I'll fight it, damn it.
He
But
got you.
but the issue actually has that Superman 100-page giant has Green Lantern #3, the Jeff Johns, Carlos Pacheco, and oh my god, I forgot how good that stuff is, dude. I mean, all these stories. I mean, the Superman, Batman 3. The Jeff Loeb, Ed McGuinness, and so the Terrifics was just like, oh,
Proven
whatever.
hits.
Yeah, it hits. Yes, exactly. I'm actually might have to pick up book four because this story is it's like a brand new story in this issue, which is that the Kubert. Hopefully, it's King and Kubert again uh, for the next one, number 4, whenever that comes out. I'll be on the lookout for that now. But
I don't know. It would be worth looking that up.
dude,
Maybe you could probably ask him. He might even answer you directly.
say, hey man, we're related, right?
There you go. Play the related card.
Play the related card, family
You're
card.
gonna get blocked.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Say, I knew you were a CIA plant. Answer me, damn it.
He's
I
gonna replay
own
the tape.
you.
He's gonna Larry. I need you to listen to this real quick.
I bought your comic. Now answer me, damn it. That's the attitude a lot of these people have against these creators. Like,
You
what are
own
you
him now,
doing?
man.
Yeah, I own him. It's like how
You
your
own him.
dad owns Jim Lee now
My
because he bought you those
I'm
X-Men.
still trying to figure out a way to let my dad know. I mean, I'm not really sure how he's gonna take that news, but you own Jim Lee.
Yeah. And to answer your question, hard copy, Superman Giant number 3, which is the 100-page giant DC's been putting out at local Walmarts here. So yeah, he's talking about how I'm actually kind of becoming a Tom. If Tom King keeps this up, I'm actually like the dude. But we'll
He's gonna
see.
get a Tom King tattoo.
Tom King, Tom King for life, and doing the Wolfpack
Right across the
NWO.
belly, dude. Get rebirth on the back, man. There you go.
Spell it wrong, forget the I, or BRTH. But anything else you picked up other than this Wolverine, Return of Wolverine?
Well, there was Hawkman. I think we both picked that up.
Yes, we did, and Hawkman still as great as it is. His last book came out last week, but I wasn't able to get my shop on Wednesday because they were expecting the storm. The shop, they didn't get their books, so
Nobody was getting anything.
I don't think so. No, no, no. So I got it digitally. I got it yesterday and read it and loved it. Oh my God, was it good? And that's
I
something
like where it's going.
I love the fact that there are Jeff Johns when they. I know he had Matt on for Hawkman, but Tomasi it is no Venditti. Sorry, Venditti, not Tomasi. But these
Hey,
guys,
his art's good too.
no. That's the writer. That's the writer.
Oh.
The Tomasi. He was editor, but these guys love Hawkman to the point that they are referencing everything incredibly well.
They're not
I love.
skimping on the continuity, yeah.
No, and it's like if you read Hulk World, it makes fits everything fits into it. It's such a good comic, and that's actually honestly the best thing DC's got going on for him right now, and hopefully it keeps that up. I just have a feeling that the next arc won't be Brian Hitch work because I don't think he can sustain a monthly book. He has not been able to do that, but yeah, a Walmart, not a Walmart, but a Walmart. But well, man, I got my shit next. But I'm really looking forward to more, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing what
So
else is
what
around.
did you go ahead and pick up Batman 55?
No, I did
Since
not.
you're now a fan now?
No,
Fully on board?
new. What about you? Did you?
I had to know what was gonna happen, man. This week
See, that's
was the big cliffhanger.
oh God, what kind of cliffhanger are we talking about?
I I will say this was a good Dick Grayson issue, but it's also a bad issue for Dick.
Bad for Dick. Sounds about right.
Bad for Dick. Yeah. I mean, I liked
Well,
it. I enjoyed the dialogue more than anything else. Definitely, dialogue's a strong suit with your new hero. But
damn it.
it definitely it leaves things in the air.
So
I don't want to share. I mean, I'm sure everyone knows that something is going to happen to Dick. He's going to get maimed in some way. I think they've already advertised that, but
yeah,
you get to see how it happens.
but that's the thing. Like Gidio's been having a hard on to. Gidio's haven't had a hard on for Dick since Infinite Crisis.
Well,
You know,
I don't know. I don't know if he had anything to do with this, but
oh, I wouldn't be
this
surprised.
is for real, man.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's just, yeah.
And it was
Hey,
good. I would say I enjoyed the art. I enjoyed seeing, I guess, Batman back in the Hush uniform.
yeah, I noticed that like they're going back towards the more classic, not that yellow outline crap
Well, I think
with all the
this is more of a, I think it's a spiritual thing for Batman. He's trying to get back to basics in a way.
well, that's what it seems like. But I'm talking about that the because
Oh, just the
after
overall design. I
yeah
felt
the
like that
over after
costume was only drawn really well by one guy, and that was the guy that made that costume.
what do you mean Jim Lee?
No, no, not Jim Lee. I'm talking. I thought you were talking about the most recent Batman costume, not the Hush costume.
Well, I'm talking about all the well, no, I'm talking about the post New 52 when they didn't. The rebirth design was very very much coming out of that New 52 design
Hmm.
with all the extra lines and all that crap, and
I
then
didn't.
the I
That.
hated that. I
I think I
hate that
showed you a
stuff.
picture of a statue that looked good, but that costume only looked good when it was drawn by certain individuals. One being Jim Lee.
No, I do. That's the thing. It looks good to
And I kind of felt
some.
the
To me,
same
it
way
was like
about the
it was
last
god awful.
Batman costume with the purple and the weird belt or
Like,
whatever that was.
oh, you mean the Dick Grayson Batman
No, I'm
outfit?
talking about Greg. Is it Capula? Capulo? I'm probably saying
Oh,
his name wrong.
I mean, oh, yeah, yeah. But that right there, it was that right. I liked it a bit
I
when,
liked it when he drew it. That's it.
but the extra lines. Nah, I'm still not all the extra lines and stuff. It's like, wow, we just got to add extra lines to show how much detail this is. Like, this is dumb.
More
It looks
lines, man.
ugly.
Why you gotta embrace that stuff.
No, will not. I will not. I'm gonna be a stubborn son of a bitch. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I just
I'm
oh
gonna buy your next comic book. I'm gonna draw some more lines on there for you. I'm gonna call it the HD edition.
the HD, the
I'll
HD
re-release it for you.
enhanced, the
Yeah,
Redux edition, the
I'll take
Redux.
pictures of it with my phone and then I'll put it on the internet. There you go.
There you go, man. There you go. Did so? Did you buy anything else?
That was it, man.
Well, I
That
bought one
was
more book. It
that was
was
it.
Blood Realm. It was alternate book. It's the one that has the really heavy metal cover. Let me show you the cover real quick. Let's see. So find it real quick. Oh, here we go. It is alternate book. I had seen the cover for because Peter somebody had shared it, and I was like, I'm like, well, I give this a shot. Now it looks like very heavy metal, like this,
It
like
looks
very
scary, man.
satanic. Yeah, it's like okay. I'm like, all right, that's pretty dark and twisted. And it was like, wow, 99 cents is a 50 cents off, or 40, 51 cents off. So I checked it out. I was like, wow, that's pretty good. And I read it. It if my only complaint, and this is you can't say it's not a complaint, is it's not a standard like comic the way it's structured. It feels like a graphic novel broken into thirds because it's one of three. So it's like the first third of a graphic novel.
So there's gonna be more. That's what you're
Well,
telling me.
yeah, there's like three issues. So yeah, so it feels that's the only downside. It feels like you know a piece of a bigger story, and it kind of just abruptly ends. But other
Cliffhanger.
than that, it's great. I mean, that's like we can't really. That's the thing about alternative. I can't really be mad at that because it ain't like I paid $5 for it. Even if I bought it in print, it'd be only $1.50. How could you complain about that? There would be
I,
people that would, but it's like it's hard to complain when $3, $4, $5 for a comic. I don't feel ripped off at all. You know,
I felt ripped off.
yeah. It just doesn't get to. It doesn't bother me the fact that, hey, it doesn't. It ain't going to hinder me from not reading more. It's like, oh, how dare they do that? $1.50 each, $1 a piece, depending on when they release it on digital. But yeah, it's like
When's the next issue?
I don't know. Probably next month. But we honestly, who knows? But Peter will they'll post that stuff when it's like, oh, coming out this Wednesday. because he does his streams on Tuesday. He'll do streams on Tuesday. Hey, this book's coming out
The
tomorrow.
stream's a regular thing.
Yeah, he's. I mean, unless he's get real busy. I know he's doing the Alternoween right now. He's also doing uh, getting a print partnership program up
Is
and
he
all that
doing
other
any of
stuff.
these issues? Is he like doing the art, or is he
No,
strictly
no,
doing the business
he
aspect?
just publishing it, just getting it sent off to the printers, getting the comics, shipping those out to the stores. That's
So
all
any of
he's.
his artwork, that's just stuff on the side.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, that's exactly it. Because he'll write some stuff. He might throw in some coloring or lettering occasionally, like to help out. But that's about it. That's about as far as it'll go, usually. Because he's like getting all the pre-press and stuff, getting all that sent off to the printers, getting that taken care of, contacting retailers, and like the dude's a machine. I don't see. I want to say he's got like a couple. He's like the multiple man. He's like he like punches his hands together and like multiple versions of him show up to do work.
Does he got a family? Is he putting them to work?
I don't. Like, I asked like I remember asking him on stream. I was like, "Do you do this by yourself? Do you like family helping you?" I said, "No, I'm just doing it by myself." And he's like, I thought I might putting his wife or girl to help out or something. No, it's just him. I'm like, that's just no. Why would a human being? It's not.
Larry, you still there, dude?
No.
Larry, are you there?
Yeah, it's a camera on for a second. I'm like, oh wow, show my ugly face. Yeah, that was weird. What the heck
I don't know.
happened there?
I don't know what happened, dude. It said that we were off the air.
Oh wow, that's strange. Eh, oh well. But
That's something. I was a little worried there, man.
yeah. Well, what I was saying is, yeah, Blood Realm. If you like heavy metal stuff, it's kind of pagan, very pagan minded, and it's also only going to cost you
Pagan. What do you
450.
mean? Like
Kind of like a heavy
the
metal
devil?
stuff, like well, pagan. Yeah, well, there's like they're goat men. There's goat men. There's witches. There's evil forces. It's more like black metal than it is like fairy tale stuff. But yeah, so it's only going to cost all three issues are only going to cost you 450 when all is said and done. So can't really go
Sounds
wrong
like a
with that.
bargain.
Dude, I mean, that's the thing. It's a bargain, and there's like people complain. I Some people complain. Well, everybody talks about how much alternative comics are. They don't tell how good they are. No, the price, that's a good thing because it's like your mileage may vary. People love certain books. I may not. I may love something. People hate it. But if the price is low and affordable, you can get away with it. You know. But
So
yeah,
you're
I
saying
just
that they can potentially put out stuff that's not good, but it would be okay.
yeah, I just don't. Yeah, well, yeah. Because if you put out lower price stuff, more people give it a shot. Catch more flies with it. It's like, wow, well, something along those lines. It's kind of more flies with the honey argument, except if the
It
honey,
caught you, didn't it?
well, yeah, it did. It did. Because, like, what would you rather do? Catch flies with honey that cost $1.50 or flies with honey cost the same amount that costs like $4, $5 a
Bring
piece?
on the $5, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, if it was like
Bring
that
on the
was
$25 issues, dude.
the comic mindset for a lot of readers and customers is the more money I spend, the more it's worth. I'm like, no, no, the better it means. No,
I feel
no,
like
that
you're going into a hobby and immediately the first thing you're thinking about is what something's worth. You've already kind of ruined it for yourself a little bit. It should be just about enjoying what you're collecting.
Yeah. But you should love what you read though. I mean, that's the thing. Like, why would you buy something you dislike? You're gonna hate, Like unless you're gonna learn from it. Like, okay, the reason I didn't like this at the time, why don't I like this? What can I learn from this? That right there, I have no problem with that. That right there makes sense. That works. But it's so strange to see like people just buy stuff they hate. But
I've never,
you,
I don't get down like that. I'm not about that.
though, I'll buy stuff to laugh at it if I can get it on discount. Like Young Blood. I got this on discount.
You're a big fan, dude. It's okay.
You know what? In a way, I'm a fan that. You know what? In a way, I am a fan. I'm a fan to the point where this guy who could put so little effort in his work and dupe comic shops into buying like hundreds of thousands, if not a million copies. Like how can you do this?
He'll survive
Really?
us all, man.
Liefeld will outlive us all, and people are like, I hate Liefeld. I
He'll be
mean,
the new Stan Lee, man.
you know,
He'll be in all the
oh
movies.
God, the books will be written by Liefeld in the coming
Rob
years.
cameos.
Oh my God. Well, he's already had two cameos, in the Deadpool movies. So there you go.
I
He's
didn't
on his
even
way.
notice, man.
He's on his way.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was in Deadpool 2. I know he was in Deadpool 1, but
Where was he at in Deadpool 1?
Sister Margaret's, our sister, the hangout, the club, the bar, where Wade and the rest of the assassins, mercenaries hang out. He's in there. He's at the bar, and I think like Wade, Deadpool, like like says something about Robin, like and he's right there. So it's kind of like a little nod. I have to rewatch it again, but
I guess so.
it's like who cares really? Uh,
He's a big deal, man.
he's a big deal. He's a big deal with no feet.
He's a big
if
deal.
a man cannot stand, he cannot fight. Well, it's like if a man has no feet, does he stand at all? And that's the joke. But like, honestly, there's people. Somebody said to me, "Man, I didn't really know what it's like to start drawing, but now I understand how hard it is to draw feet. I understand life felt much more." And it's true.
I
It's
feel
like,
like I believe it. I'm not really an artist.
but the thing about it is, there's ways to go about it. Jim Lee, when he didn't want to draw feet, he just draw like people standing in fog, and so like they're like their legs would only start like mid shin, and then like be like hashed, like to show like they're kind of fading into the fog. So it was like this kind of real lazy way around it. But he would draw feet, but like you would notice that he
Put
would hide
Google,
his
we'll see how many feet we find.
yeah. Well, yeah, he got better, but Rob didn't have to. Rob still got work. Rob had Marvel throw money at him and Jim Lee, to come do Heroes Reborn. Like that's just yeah,
He does feet when they're flying in the air. Doesn't look like he has an issue with that.
yeah. But standing around stuff like that, like Batman, like the famous I think it was Batman promo art for when he was doing the Hush arc.
Oh
Where,
yeah,
like
it's all
Batman's
just kind
foot.
of he's using the shadows here.
Yeah. See, Jim Lee, he cheats a bit, but he does, nowhere
Here
near
we go. Cape covering the legs,
nowhere near Liefeld.
flying through the air.
The knee protruding, hiding the foot. Yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot of
he
that.
draws the feet, but I mean, there's a lot of.
There's
Here's
obscuring
the
of it.
main Batman Hush picture you're talking about, the one that I guess he mirrored when he did a Superman picture. You actually see the boot there, but that's more of a side view. I feel like I could probably scribble that out.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like you got this. You got
I'm
Jim
not on
Lee.
that level though.
Yeah, but he's Jim Lee is far superior artist compared to Liefeld, but Liefeld like, maximum money, little effort. It's just like hey, look at it this way. Jim Lee, yes, he did have the Wildcats cartoon, which ran like what 13 episodes.
What?
The Wildcats cartoon that
Well,
was
I
on
didn't know about that.
CBS. Dude, there was a Wildcats cartoon on CBS
I knew
back in
there
the
was a
90s.
game and there was figurines, but I figured that's what that shit was for.
Nope. There was a cartoon where like, because Voodoo was a stripper in the comics. Well, of course, they didn't do that in the cartoon because they had to tone it down for kids. So think of
Stuff's it's good for TV. Don't worry.
it was bad, man. It was a bad cartoon. Like, it as bad as Ultra Force was a ripoff of X-Men. Like tonally, it was Wildcats is far worse. The animation was not good. It was too soft. It looked cheap, really cheap. The Wildcats cartoon, but hey, Todd got his way though. Todd got great animation. He got great action figures. Live action movie. It can be argued. There's good stuff in that live action movie, but yeah, the rating that hurt it. But yeah, I just thinking about these creators, man. Like, especially like Rob Liefeld, and because he got the Netflix show. Same thing with Mark Miller now. Like the Blood Strike, uh, the upcoming Blood Strike show for Netflix, which I don't have Netflix anymore, so I don't think I'll be getting it back just to watch Blood Strike. But I
I
don't know.
I have I'm gonna look it up, man.
Oh God, it's probably gonna be like one of those generic kind of war, kind of like barely like it's like mercenary kind of thing, and then like just with simple costume, just like very like there was a show called Strike Back. It was a Cinemax show. It was like a two like it's an army of two soldiers fighting terror. And it's gonna be like that, but with people with crazier names and like masks or something, or war paint. Who knows? It's gonna be something. It's gonna be probably something like that. Not gonna be something fantastical and over the top, because yeah, Netflix, they could do woke, but that's about it. They dear white people and stuff along those lines. Like, oh God. But yeah, they'll throw money at like all these like just shit programming. But hey, what do you expect? It's Netflix. You know, they don't understand in the world of The Witcher, it's Caucasians only. But hey, whatever. No, we gotta.
Larry, obviously you've not read the lore. No.
No, I read the lore. That's what the lore is interesting. The lore is like it's like a dimensional portal opens up, sucks up some Europeans, and tosses them into a world that was once ruled by elves and other stuff. And the humans just they fuck like rabbits and then take over this alien world, and push the elves and everybody else to the brink of extinction, and if not genocide. And then the humans, desperate to kill more of these monsters and creatures, they go and kidnap children, or sorry, don't kidnap them. They make deals. It's like, oh, I saved your life. Now your child's life is mine. We're gonna turn him into a into a witcher, and we're gonna go out. We're gonna make him a mutant to kill other monsters. We're gonna make him a monster to kill monsters. And then no, the series got to be a woke, woke teen.
I'm awake, man.
A woke non Caucasian teen. Oh God, this is so dumb. It's like, and then you got Henry Cavill playing. I was like, oh no, Henry Cavill, no. Well, I
I
guess
I like Henry Cavill.
I do too, but it's like, no, don't do this to him. Don't make him that. You know.
Henry Cavill wanted it though. He came out and said he played the games and he wanted the role, and then I think it was like 2 weeks. That's when they announced it.
I
He
know they
wasn't messing
noticed.
around.
Well, yeah, it's like the whole thing up in the air with the whole Superman stuff, which is just dumb because whatever. It's DC being DC. These damn companies know what the hell they're doing, especially DC, Warner Brothers. You know, I'm not that excited for a Witcher show. I really, what are they gonna do? Like, they are gonna do the books justice. Who knows? I'd rather see an Elric series myself, but you have to do that with big money. But oh yeah, Comic Rust. Yes, I House survived. Uh, well, the house survived for me. I survived A lot of people survived. Surprisingly, not as many people died as I kind of expected more people to die. I didn't want them to, but as far as Florence went, there was some like really tragic, horrible stuff. Uh, like like a mother and child were crushed by a tree, and the father was the father was pinned, and they thought they were gonna have to amputate his legs to get him out from underneath the tree. And
Holy
so
shit, dude.
dude, he survived. Like, imagine that. It's like if I was him, I'd probably want to die too, watching your wife and your child die in front of you, and you're trapped. A lady had a heart attack and then called 911. I was having a heart attack, called 911 to try to get in there. Trees were down, so they got bulldozers to get the trees out of the way. Sorry, front end loaders. And one of the front end loaders had a tree go through the windshield. And then, of course, by the time they got to her, she was dead. A grandfather and grandchild were uh, trying to get a generator hooked up, and then they both got electrocuted. Really horrible stuff. Yeah. So,
Really
yeah,
horrible stuff.
pretty. It's like it's
It wasn't good.
wow,
Yeah.
depressing shit. Okay, I'm moving on.
I'm just glad you're okay, dude. I was worried about you, man.
Well, luckily for me, I'm up on a hill. The flooding, like there was a lot of bad ponding, and what I mean, like the ditches got overflowed, and so yards got flowed. My yard got kind of overflowed a bit, but for the most part, it didn't touch the house, but it's just a lot of heavy ponding. I didn't have to worry about like rivers cresting and swallowing up, anything like that, because it's like. But the downside about being on the hill was for a while after the storm, couldn't leave because all roads, either the trees have blocked it or the water had. But that's just the way it goes. So that's why but I had plenty of water and food to last me like a month. You granted it was all bottled and canned, but who cares at that point? Food's food. Survive. You know. But yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those things like storms wise. I saw I had so many comics. I had candles I can read the comics by, lanterns. I was using battery powered lanterns. I didn't want to use the candles unless I absolutely had to. If I'm getting down to the point of candles, then things bad. The batteries are running out. But yeah, but back to something fun. You had mentioned to me how disgusted you were with comics and you weren't going to buy any. Like back when I goaded you into it. What's the deal, dude? Why are you so
It was just,
disgusted?
I would say it was all the drama over the last week.
What kind of drama? Nothing. There's no such comics drama. Never. Oh,
There
come
was a
on.
little bit, man. When you were absent from the world, there was a little bit.
Like what? What did I miss? Because I missed out on a lot of stuff. I had
I
to
would
catch
say
up with my.
the Joe Q
Oh, the
stuff.
Joe Quesada, Mister. Let's get rid of smoking in comics. Let's give Wolverine an origin. Um, oh God, let's give Bendis like free reign to do whatever he wanted. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I guess that means Joe has a lot of free time on his hands, right?
Oh, I mean, he was at it for a while,
Yeah,
so
because
he
I
didn't let
caught up on
up.
a tiny bit of it, and it was embarrassing to see. It was very embarrassing. Uh,
I just
yeah.
wish it wouldn't have happened more than anything else.
But honestly, at this point, are you really surprised? I
No, I'm
wasn't
not.
surprised. Like, there's people like there's the great white whale, as it were, for a lot of people. They want Stan Lee to come out and against these people. I'm gonna laugh my ass off. That's gonna be funny. That's gonna be funny. It's like everybody's like, "Oh, Stan's being abused and being attacked," and then Stanley goes, you know, "Comics, comics gate. Am I right, fellas? Waka." And then like, "Fuck Stanley." It's just like the turn, like the heel turns will be so quick. It's like gonna be cheered and then booed. It's like it's like we need a comic book version of Scott Steiner. You got Stan Lee's and 25% chance win because he's old.
I think Stan would win, dude.
I don't know, man. One, just like you could fake punch, knock that. I'm not, not even punch him, but like fake, like do that kind of thing, like stop like six centimeters away or whatever, 6 inches away, and that toupee of his would just go flop, flop, flop to the ground. Yeah, I love the fact that Kirby ripped into Stan Lee for wearing a hairpiece as Funky Flashman in Mr. Miracle. It was like, screw you, dude. So just be who you are, like like a used car salesman. Oh god, everybody loves, like, why do people love Stan so much? They don't realize that Stan, like, you read all these, you read these personal accounts. Like, I was rereading it during after the storm, not the day of the storm, but the day after. But is the previously on X-Men, is the behind the scenes book for the animated series, and who doesn't love that series, especially our generation. Stanley, Stanley was coming in like, you need to do this, you need to do that, because only X-Men he understood were like Jean and Beast and Xavier and Cyclops, and the rest of them he didn't like. So he didn't like Rogue, he didn't like Jubilee, he didn't like the rest of them because he didn't create them. And he was like trying to tell them how the X-Men are supposed to be, even though he hadn't written X-Men like 20 years at that point.
Didn't he also remember when Pizza Hut did the X-Men promotion for the cartoon and they had the cups? Or no, it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't cups, it was comic books. And then it was like a little personal pan pizza, but they were also selling the movies, but it was the episodes from the cartoon that they
Yep,
were selling on VHS. And I think some of them had like a little like an intro
because
with
he
Stan Lee,
was,
I think.
yeah, he was
I
fighting
can't
his way.
remember. And I have these down in
Chevy,
Texas. Yeah, on VHS.
get it sent to you, man. Get VHS.
I don't have VCR.
Dude, you live in the Pacific Northwest. Somebody has a VCR somewhere. The hipsters, man. The
They don't
hipsters,
exist, man.
hipsters will hook you up.
They
But
might
no,
try to
that's
jack me for my shit, dude.
you know, yeah. That's so funny about this. Stan Lee is like all like somebody said, don't talk ill about the dead. Is he dead yet? But it's like Stan Lee is one of these guys. Everybody looks at Stan Lee as like, oh, he's a guy. He's like so much passion. Yeah, because he had nothing else going on for him. He's a huckster. And I know people are like, oh, how dare you talk about Stan Lee? He's so old and he's dementia. He screwed over so many people. He took advantage. He was the son of the owner. Sorry, nephew. He was not the son. He was the nephew of the owner, Martin Goodman. Stan Lee being so he's nepotism. So it wasn't about talent or skill. His uncle was signing the paychecks. It's like this. Oh yeah, his job is in jeopardy. Bullshit. But hey, you can't really say he ain't supposed to say nothing bad about Stan Lee because he's just because you survived the longest doesn't mean maybe that's his curse. Wow, you get to watch all these other people die around you. Shit, man. It's like Kirby. Like there's, I don't understand. I can't not like Jack Kirby. The guy was such a character. Dude was in his 50s creating crazy shit like the Fourth World. You know, that's not. He was doing that when he was 53. He was born in 1917 and he left Marvel in 1969, 1970.
It's never too
So
late.
it's never too late. That's people say, "Oh, I'm 30 and I've done nothing with my comic." Like Kirby was 53 doing Fourth World. Don't give me that shit. you know. And it's so crazy to see like people they think, oh well, I can't create because I'm too old now at this point. And the only thing that stopped Kirby was like the spirit was willing but the body was unable because he just got so old, that his hand wasn't steady and he had like a very heavy slant with his artwork. You start noticing it's like kind of it's just age, and it started taking a hold. And then Marvel was giving away his artwork, that priceless, one of a kind artwork. Instead of paying people for paying people tips in cash, they'd pay them in original art. Like they just had it lying around the office, stuff like that. How dare they? And then also the black, like kind of the back market kind of stuff. Like, oh wow, I want that Fantastic Four page. Well, I have my hands on it. How much you want to pay? That kind of shit. So I don't know. Marvel's always been shitty. Yeah, so there's nothing new where they treat people. I would never want to work for them. Like I never could because I talk so much shit. They just look me up like, nope.
They're
Yeah,
gonna pull you in the office and be like, "We need you to
oh, they
tell
wouldn't
us
even.
about this stuff right here."
Oh, they wouldn't even get that far, dude. They wouldn't even get me in the office.
Just so
They
they could do that, Larry.
they they wouldn't want that to happen because
We
I'd
got
be
a couple
like,
videos here we need you to watch.
it's like it just like just me just shit talking. It was like a shit talk montage from all across platforms. But
And then
yeah,
that's when Tom King comes in.
Larry, I need to have a seat right over here. But no, I'm just I couldn't. That's why I couldn't be a businessman or business leader like that because I couldn't fuck over people like that to such a degree. You know, I don't. It's so weird, and then have his name slapped on everything. Stanley versus Stanley, 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 Stanley. Like, and like you look back in the day when he even wasn't writing, like he was. How the fuck can you put an editor's name up before the writer and artist? The people who physically made the fucking comic, but no, Stanley gets his name put ahead of him. The fucking ego on that asshole. Yeah, Stanley's an asshole. I'll fucking say it. He's an asshole.
He's coming to get you, dude.
We know. Now I know he's an asshole because I'm an asshole. We know we know each other. We know our kind. But yeah, it's like I remember. Yeah, it was Richard Meyer doing a stream talking. He was talking shit about Kirby's Jack Kirby's disgusting table, and I was like, pathetic and sad it was, or something along those lines. It was just like
This is
I
the
was like,
diversity in
yeah,
comics.
diversity comics. Yeah, Richard. Yeah, it's like it was the EBS stream he was on or a guest or something,
Uncle
and it
Ethan.
was just yeah uncles. Ugh, I ain't never uncles just
He's
no,
doing amazing work, man.
you know. The only uncle I like is is the musician, the group, the band, whatever.
Say hello to your Uncle Ethan, man.
No, time to pay the check. That's Uncle Bingo, yeah, from Batman, '89. But yeah, it's like people don't realize like Kirby, the dude busted his ass for years, and that just at least he was appreciated in his time, because a lot of people they're not appreciated till after they die. But yeah, it sucks though. The dude, had like nothing to show for it though. He created Fourth World and all these other characters, and it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter because he had to work until almost his dying day, to provide for his family. You know, that goes to show. I mean, that's a moral character right there. The dude he had the code, and he's like, I'm gonna take care of my family, which is nice, which is something you don't see these days. I've a lot of people they abandon their fucking families. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go out for some milk and cigarettes and be back in a bit. Wait, what? Gone.
Take
Just
care of
disappeared.
your mom, kid.
Yeah, it's like smoke up, Johnny. You're the man of the house now.
See you around.
Oh my god! I don't know why we're working. Why you want to work in comics? They live in some level of poverty and think it's okay. Uh, yeah, like Kirby apparently was so cool. Like him and his, like if you'd come by when he lived in Thousand Oaks, when he was when they moved out to California, he lived in Thousand Oaks, and then Kirby didn't drive because he was a New York guy. He was from he was from Manhattan, Lower East Side, and so he never learned how to drive. I mean, he's like one of those city people. They just took public transportation or walked everywhere. And apparently, if fans would come by Kirby's house, his wife would like come on in. Oh, Jack's in there drawing. So people just come in Jack Kirby's home and just talk to him while he's at the art table making comics.
It's
How
insanity.
fucking awesome is that,
I
man?
couldn't
Like
imagine that happening today. I feel like people would be
no,
yelling at him to draw this and that.
exactly. Like I mean, just I remember having I had it was a flu, and like flu, you get really weird dreams when you do get to sleep when you have the flu. And one time I had the flu, and I had dreams about. I had a dream where, in my mind, and this is how fucked up this flu was. How bad off I was. one dream in particular. I have a Superman, all right, and I had to unload a cargo ship, an entire cargo ship, by myself, but with flight and my super strength and everything. It took me 2 weeks in my dream. Now, granted, I was asleep for maybe 6 hours, but in my dream, it lasted 2 weeks. So imagine 2 weeks of consciousness in your dream in the span of 6 hours. Because timing dreams doesn't mean that. It was a nightmare. It's like, oh, I'm Superman, because I was scared to damage any of the product because I would have to pay for it as Superman. Yeah, I know, right? Very weird, very weird. But I had a dream. I had a flu.
I'm blown
Much
away,
nicer.
man.
I had a much nicer dream. It was I was actually I was in the 70s. It was like 1971, 72, and I had stopped by Kirby's. I had the Kirby's home, and, knocked on the door. His wife answered, like, "Hey, can I talk to Jack?" He's like, "Oh, he's in there drawing. Go on in. Would you like something to drink? Would you like something to eat?" Because apparently his wife would make people, like, strangers, just like food and drink. Like,
What?
yeah, like just like I'm like, this is not supposed to happen. And I had a dream like that. I just sit there, I just talking to Jack, and like, maybe, I don't know. It was just weird. I was like, it was actually one of the probably the nicest fever dream I ever had. It was like really nice. It was like a peaceful dream, very peaceful.
How many
And it was like
mushrooms did you eat, Larry?
none. It was just a flu. It was like whatever mushrooms the flu virus and whatever chemicals the flu virus released in my brain. It was good chemicals, very good. And it's like you know, I watched that documentary, the Searching for Steve Ditko, that they did about like 10 years ago, and that was just creepy. All these people talking shit about Ditko, like Alan Moore, and like, and then had like Neil Gaiman and Jonathan Ross like trying to hunt down. They hunted down Steve Ditko, and Ditko's like, "I don't want no cameras. Get out of my building. Here's some comics. Leave." And the
He's like,
dude
I'm
does
not playing this fucking game no more.
exactly. John Byrne does the same thing. He does. John Byrne had done like a convention or interview or anything in forever until like this past August, like last month. He was at some convention in Boston, and the reason he was there because of William Shatner. It was some kind of William Shatner thing, Star Trek William Shatner, because Byrne does all like the Star Trek.
He's a big deal,
comics.
man.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like to get John Byrne to show up anywhere, that's pretty rare. But I know he's like very controversial figure in comics. He's very opinionated, and it's like, dude, hey, I might think he's more wrong than he is right. But hey, at least he doesn't go out and he doesn't try to tell me how to live. I don't want nobody telling me how to do things. That bullshit. Why do people try to do that shit? Especially comic fucking fans. If you don't like what somebody has to say, don't fucking follow them. Mute their ass. Block them if you fucking have to.
But
Jesus fucking
Larry, I
Christ.
bought your comic book. I own you.
You're full of fucking shit. That's the thing. It's like that's these people. It's like, I bought your comics.
Declare to me all your beliefs.
Yeah, I gotta go through a checklist, and you gotta be 100% on the checklist. If you're not, I'm not buying any more of your books. Like, are you people out of your goddamn minds? What the fuck are you doing? When people call you Nazis do that shit. Oh well, you brought a Nazi, now your point's invalid. No, if it's a fucking truth or Gestapo. Okay, here you go. KGB. KGB does this. You want to, you did not buy this from official store. We have to come after you for taxes. But we don't do taxes. We're the Soviet. Don't question the state, or you'll end up in Gulag. That kind of shit. It's like, what the fuck, dude? I go through your fucking purity test. Like, either you like me or you don't. Like, a lot of people don't like me. Fuck them then, okay? Good. I'm not going to fucking bend over backwards and make people fucking happy. Like, the entitlement is really odd. Yeah, it's the entitlement issue. You think you comic rest? Yeah, that's the problem. A lot of people, it's like, I'm entitled to tell you you suck, and it's like, why would you do like? What kind of fucking parents do these people have? It's like, it's one thing if somebody comes up and insults you first, and you try to just let it slide, and they keep at it. Then then the gloves get to come off. But wow, like, if there's books I try to buy books I think I'd like, and because I like to buy books I like. I like not to waste money. But if I buy something I really don't like, I'm not gonna go tell the creator, "Yeah, your book sucked." I'm not gonna go out there and like get in their face. "Yeah, you suck. You need to quit doing comics." There's people that will do that. Like, why the fuck would you do that? What kind of fucking you? It makes me think of that scene of not an appropriate comparison, but the scene from Platoon where Charlie Sheen. It's after they burn the village down. If you dance, motherfucking dance. I cock it now. I cock it. And then Charlie Sheen comes upon like a couple soldiers trying to rape a woman. And he's like, what are you, homosexual, Taylor? And they're like, because he's trying to stop them from raping a woman. And it's like, he's a human being. She's a human fucking being. And it's like, that's how I feel sometimes. Like, you motherfuckers, like, it's a human being. Leave them be. Don't fuck with them. Stop verbally raping them. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's like, wow. And honestly, that
It's like
goes
the
for everyone.
onslaught.
Yeah, it really is. It's like, it honestly goes for everyone. I mean, even it's just like, if you don't like it, don't fucking read it. Don't pick it up. Oh, that person's a dick. Well, you don't have to follow him. Oh wow, Patrick Zurcher said something crazy. The dude has no fucking. He's like talked about how like depressed and his only things he has are
I really
only things
like
he
his
has in life.
art. I just can't handle
Yeah, the
can't handle
person.
his
I mean,
Twitter account. I can
that's
enjoy one and not have the other. I'm good.
exactly. It's like no need to have like. Also, it's like depressing as fuck, man. It's like shit like that. It's like man. It's like makes you want to eat a bullet sometimes. It's like Jesus, reading some of these people's feeds.
Just
Like,
gotta close your eyes, man.
close your eyes. That shit
This
ain't
shit ain't
real.
real.
But that's the truth, though. I mean, these motherfuckers are like, this is the craziest fucking thing about it. It's like how it's like if tits offend. It's like walking into a strip club, seeing tits. How dare you have your tits out, lady? It's like you walked into the strip
I'm
club,
going in there
motherfucker.
and telling each one at a time. Cover it up.
Exactly. It's so fucking crazy to see this shit happen. But that's exactly Twitter's like that. No one forces you to be on Twitter. No one forces you to follow these people. No one forces you to see these people tweets. There are ways to prevent this. And this idea, it's oh god, they fucking it's the spoiled children aspect. And
It's good, man.
it's good. It's good to see who's crazy and who ain't. But yeah, just
Oh, we're all crazy, Larry.
oh, we really are. I might get the pro in my face. Tell me if
You're
I get
gonna keep poking Uncle Ethan. He's gonna come. He's gonna come have a talk with you, man.
oh, he's gonna DM me. Tell me it's like tell me what's what.
He's like, you're Gamergate. I mean, you're Comicsgate. Damn. My bad.
Oh god. Well, right sentiment, wrong I guess purpose. Uh, yeah. Let's see if I'm. Let's see. Yeah, it's so weird. I was just reading comic rust in the chat, but yeah, it's like there's in the Frank Cho thing. Frank. Okay,
People are
politics
freaking out
aside,
about Frank Cho.
here's the
People
thing.
are freaking out.
Frank Cho openly admitted he voted for Hillary Clinton before it. Yeah, he voted for Hillary Clinton. Yes, okay. He didn't have to admit
That's
that.
cool, Frank Cho. Whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah. And guess who also voted for Hillary? Frank Miller.
Oh my god.
That kind of blew my mind a little bit. I was like, what, really?
What?
I could he was a Hillary supporter, but which is just crazy. But considering both of them, they have that kind of Hollywood mindset, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But it's wow, like how dare they've they've been attacked by these people. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like, do you some people it's like, well, they attacked you. How dare you support them? How dare you stand by them? This is your allies. Like, people are not going to like a group of people are not going to change another group of a person's mindset. Like, oh wow, you're right. I'm totally wrong. I'm going to do exact opposite of what I normally believe because you say it's wrong. I'm like, the fuck, It's like, and there's a lot of people like, what's the last Frank Cho book you bought? Hmm? Anyone? Anyone? What's the last Frank Cho book you bought?
Got
You like
a
this?
couple variant cover Harley Quinn
Why would
deals
you
over
do
here
that?
somewhere.
Why would you do that?
They're from a couple months ago though. Nothing recently.
Yep, it's oh yeah,
Is he even doing a whole book?
yeah, it's he has not recently. I know
Mm.
he did well. He wrapped up well it was earlier this year. It was a book called oh shit, it was a sword something or whatever. It was from Boom Studios, I believe. Uh, yeah, it was. It's been so long since it should have been released collection in America sooner. It was released in France like months back, so it was like when it first came out. I forgot the name of it, but it's some dude with a sword, some chick with a sword. Who cares? Whatever.
That's pretty
But
cool.
sword. Yeah. But
Swords. You sold me. You got
yeah,
me.
but yeah,
Swords, weapons. There you
swords.
go.
I'm gonna have to look it up now. But yeah, there's when it comes to people like Frank Cho, this Frank
I
is
like
gonna
that
be
guy's
Frank.
art.
You know, it's like I like it. I like his work
He
too.
can do whatever.
Yeah,
I
I just find it is kind of just funny. Like you
think
just type
Frank's listening. Frank, if you're listening, dude, keep doing your thing, man. You're good. Hey, come to Comic Con this year.
yeah.
Up here. Thanks, man.
All up your way, yeah.
Shout out to Frank. You cool, dude.
Yeah, I mean, the first three
Not
fucking
mad at you.
results for Frank Cho is Frank Cho talks Comics Gate. More outrage from Frank Cho.
Frank Cho
John
went.
Malish.
He went balls deep. No.
He like yeah. I was like, oh wow, he draws big tits on women. That instantly means he's on our side. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
I think from the way Frank talked, he seemed pissed off.
It's Skyborn. That's the name of the comic, Skyborn. It's from Boom Studios. But yeah, that's the name of the book. But yeah, I don't see a point in that stuff. But it's just so weird about like these creators. Is like wow, you've been attacked, so you instantly be on our side. I'm like, no, like why would I have to choose a side? It's like think for yourself. It's like, hey, there's people that follow me that are in the comics gate to varying degrees. Do I agree with their stances on that? No, I'm not gonna say like, you have to to follow me. You need to disavow comics. I don't give it. Part of me, I guess, does depend on how hardcore they are. It's like if you're bitching 15 fucking times a day about Joe Quesada or Frank Cho or this and that, like shut the. I'm like in my head, I'm going shut the fuck up. But I'm not gonna tell you stop tweeting this shit, motherfucker. I'm gonna block you. I don't want to tell somebody how to run their
I'm not
fucking
about
Twitter.
that life, son.
No, I'm not though. It's like in my head, while I'm thinking these things, fuck yes I am. But while I tell somebody, you chill the fuck out, you know, and maybe I do chill out. That's all I'm not saying. It's like, especially if they're, you know, especially if they go like, I need to focus working on my book, and then like for 5 fucking hours, and then just Frank Show, Joe Quesada, this, that. Like
It's time for my Indigo comic book project where I talk about Frank Cho.
that's that's we need one of
Nine
those
panel
things.
pages, dude. What do you think? Boom.
Nine panel, 9 panel Watchmen style pages, and then just go ahead and
I think I
uh,
can do that. I can
20
squeeze some stick
pages,
people in those motherfuckers, man. They'll be good.
20 pages of story, 20 pages of story, $50 plus shipping and
No fee.
handling.
I guarantee I won't draw a single foot. I'll tell you that
No
right now.
fee.
You don't have to worry about it. No fee.
No,
There are gonna be plenty of rocks, smoke, cars, whatever.
you know, it's so weird to see that stuff. It's so strange. Like in Frank Show in general, I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, that outrage stuff and all that," and it's just artists in general. Like people don't realize artists in general are very liberal minded anyway. They're usually left leaning artists. You'll get a few right leaning people, but they're few. Or if they're in those aren't few, they're not that vocal. They're usually they keep themselves. And the idea that oh wow, it's the comics have swung so far to the left, we need to swing it back to the right, and I'm like, no, we don't. We just need to take the. We need. It's like this. Instead of having like it's like imagine a puzzle piece. Like you're looking at a giant puzzle piece. sorry, a giant puzzle made of pieces, and instead of making that whole puzzle and then painting it over with something that's conservative minded, you just break the pieces up, like break it all down. So like this piece can be bleeding heart lefty. This piece could be hard right wing conservative. This other piece could be independent. This other piece is independent too. This
Just
other
let
piece is
comics
this.
be comics.
Exactly. Decentralize this shit. And then once you decentralize
You
stuff, then you
can
get
be
a
whatever
bunch
the
of people lose
fuck you
power.
want.
Exactly. And there's nobody stopping you from putting your shit in there. But don't act like when people say like I still it still gets my goat. People are like, oh, I don't want my politics and comics. It's like, but you retweeted the Trump Space Force shit, and I mean shit
Hell
as
yeah,
in
man. Why
stuff,
not, dude?
not shit as in excrement as bad. Shit does not always
You
mean
see the
bad.
art for that, man? The art's pretty. That's on point.
It is to a degree, though. I don't like all the have to put all the cameos in and stuff. It feels kind of
From the real people.
yeah. It's like just make it fantastical, like make it like over the top and like not have to like you could
We're
do the
already living
name.
in a fantastic world, man.
No, like they should have just done. How like in the beginning of like Desert Jungle Strike, the game, like there's guys like the president talks or whatever, and then you got to go
You're
and like
watching the film.
yeah, you're watching the film. So imagine like
Jungle Strike's an awesome fucking game.
Jungle Strike is fucking great,
That
man.
is that
Flying
Desert
around deep
Strike,
sea.
man,
Oh,
dude. That's
I
some good
love
shit.
Desert Strike. I love Desert Strike. I have not played Nuclear Strike though. I've not played that one. I need to play
What
that
is
one.
theirs? Wait, Urban
There's
Strike.
there's
You
Urban
played that?
Strike, Jungle Strike, Desert
Urban
Strike,
Strike has
and
a stealth. Yeah.
the Nuclear Strike. I think that's the last one. That was on the
No,
PS1.
there's. I think there's Nuclear Strike, and there's one other on the PlayStation. I just can't remember its name.
Hmm. Well, it's
I'm.
been a while, but I need to go back and get. They need to release re-release those things like fucking new
I don't think
series and
EA
that
is gonna
shit.
do it, dude.
No, they're too focused on their bullshit. But what I was saying is like, imagine if I was gonna do like a Trump Space Force thing or whatever, the comic would like open up and like you got this like film strip kind of thing or whatever with Trump, and then they go into space and battle. Like you doing that kind of shit. They're building a space wall, and there's like asteroids and shit. It's like be like video game mindset, like fucking space centipedes. They're
Hell yeah, dude.
some crazy shit. Like, go fun with it. And like, but if you're gonna, but like, well, that's political too. But yeah, but it isn't that, whatever. And like, it just doesn't float my boat. I mean, the Lim guy seems like a nice enough dude. I know he gets defensive. It's like people call him, white supremacist. Like he has to correct them. Like I'm Asian. I'm like, okay. I see this coming. I see see it coming from a mile away. Somebody attacks him.
Here it comes.
It's like, oh, somebody attacked him. Wait, when is he going to tweet? Oh, here we go. It's like,
You fucked up.
I'm an Asian man and I'm a doctor. Damn it. All right. Or I think it's doctor. I know he's a teacher of some kind, I believe.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, he does seem like a nice guy.
Really, I like his
a
art.
little too nice sometimes. Like, dude, you show some fangs. Rabbits can be brutal. Rabbits can be very bloody and violent. But
That's
yeah,
scary stuff, man.
Rabbits are some scary. Like Night of the Lepus, man. Whew.
Holy shit. I forgot all about that movie till just now. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Wow. The flood of memories.
Yeah, it's just
I'm gonna talk to my brother about that tomorrow.
There you go, dude. There you go. Fucking Night of the Lepus, bring that shit back.
My brother's into those old bad horror movies.
Remake that shit.
No. Remaster. We don't want him fucking this shit up, dude.
Slow down some rabbit footage to make them look bigger. But yeah, the outrage culture, and I had somebody, Larry, how dare you be outraged about the outrage? But you're outraged at my outrage. That my outrage is outrage.
How dare you? How dare you, man?
I just. It's like if people say, "Oh, I love comics," but then like you go through the feed, like they don't talk about.
I'm casually
comics.
talking about my disappointment.
Yeah, you know what? You have more love than anything else. You do have there are times where like you talk about your disappointment, but I get that. There's a lot of disappointing shit. That's why I try not to let that negativity shit win. I get real negative, but I try not to let it win. Like right now, it's easy to be negative. It's like you sell this old horse shit going on. It's like these, oh wow, they're doing, you know, we didn't get about this. You thoughts on Bat Dick?
Oh man, I haven't read that. I guess that issue that came out. I was interested when I heard the format was magazine format.
Yeah, I heard that too from
How much is it?
second print, like $7, dude.
Oof,
But it's like 60 pages or
from
something.
Batwing, huh?
Yeah, it's
That's
like
what
60.
I saw the pictures of the I guess the eBay listings.
Jesus Christ. Fucking
Batwing.
Bat Dick hanging out. Bat.
I did. What is? I mean, does it serve the story? Is there a purpose to it,
Oh
or?
no, he's just stripping down and just walking through the Bat Cave with his dick hanging out, and it's like focusing on his dick.
Mm,
Because
all right.
I watched that Martina Makota. She did a video talking about it, and it was just like where it's like like how dare they do this kind of stuff. It's the reason they're doing it so they can fucking because they already said the next any reprints are going to have it censored. So it's like it's a marketing ploy, have but this is how fucking desperate they are for this shit. That's how I see it. 7.99. So hey, comic fans, you fucking speculator market. They're feeding into the speculator market, and like, wow, you want to see some dick? And I'm not talking about Grayson. It's like, so imagine this: grown ass men clamoring for a comic where get to see Batman's cock.
That's not. That's
Yeah,
not something I'm signing up to see.
that see, and that's what, and also the fact that Azarello and Bermejo, yeah, they can do some good comics. I'd rather see Lee Bermejo be doing the book by himself because he did Batman Noel, which is actually the probably one of actually as far as the Batman stuff goes, that's actually probably the best from that kind of any of that team. Uh, that's the one where it's basically Christmas Carol but with Batman.
Hmm.
It's a really good comic if you've never read it.
No, I've never read it.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
released as a
have any idea what
hardcover.
you're talking about, dude.
Yeah, Batman Noel. Let me look that up for you. Show you what that's about. But yeah, Batman. But my biggest problem with Brian Azzarello, he did the Joker comic. Everybody, oh,
Didn't he
it's so
do a
great.
series? What was it, 100 Bullets or?
100 Bullets. He's known for 100 Bullets, but with Batman, the Joker graphic novel that Bermejo and Azzarello did, the biggest problem I have with that is that it focused on the Joker, and Joker gets out of Arkham. He turns around and gives Arkham the middle finger, like, all right, this is what we're going for. And then like his henchman is like driving him around. It's kind of like that movie Collateral, the Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx movie Collateral.
Oh yeah,
It's
buddy.
like
That's a buddy movie.
well, the comics is like that. Then like the Joker pulls a Frank Booth from uh, Blue Velvet. He's like crying into Harley Quinn's like lap. Then Killer Croc is a gangster, uh, which is just Killer Croc. I no as a gangster, no. But then Two Face kidnaps the henchman. The I guess you'd say like the Jamie Foxx character, the henchman for the Joker, kidnapped the henchman's wife. Joker rescues the woman, confronts Harvey, Two Face, and gets the woman back. But because he got the woman back, Joker takes her in the back of the guy's car, rapes her in front of the henchman to take out payment for saving the guy's wife. And that's the comic, folks.
This
Comics. Yeah.
this is not in continuity, right?
At this point, who the fuck knows, dude? It depends on who. Like, if Brian Azzarello's in good, a good. I guess if
This is
he's
some deep
in,
shit, man.
it's fucked up.
That's
It's
above my
pretty.
pay grade.
Yeah, it's unfun shit. I don't have anything like that. But here is um, here's Batman Noel. Here's some of the artwork for it. The costume was one of the variants for the.
Well, I thought you were saying something different, but you're saying
Oh yeah,
Batman Noel.
yeah, Noel, Noel, Noel. That Noel. I have to speak like this and enunciate. with a voice and an accent.
I don't like that costume.
It's yeah, but that's the one in this. This is the costume he gets out of to show his back dick in this new comic. Yeah, what the fuck is up with that? That face, man.
It's angry
Ah,
face.
they see my dick. Ah, oh, see my dick. But yeah, the artwork's. I kind of like the aspect of the book. It's a interesting story, but yeah, it's
So
I
you will
just
be going out to buy this new deal.
oh fuck no, oh hell no,
We'll send
that
you a
ain't gonna
copy.
happen.
I'll get one
If
for
you
you
do
off
that,
eBay. One of those that I know is not edited.
fucking people, like, why would you want
Because
to
I think they said they were going to pull it,
active?
or they, what I think, edited it for the online one.
Yeah, it's like they edited it for online, and any future publication is going to be like uh, they're going to be censored. It's going to be actually covered in shadow. It shouldn't have been happened at all. Why, as artists, like if you want to show
I
the
think the
female
greater
form,
discussion here is there really a need for this kind of,
it's like
doing this to Batman, you know?
well,
Do you really need to be that edgy?
depends, man. This is the same guy who, like I said, the Joker story. Like, oh, how can we show how edgy the Joker is? Well, he's crying into Harley Quinn's lap. He rapes a guy's wife as payment. That kind of shit.
Does this do
It's
Batman any good as a property as a whole? I mean,
exactly
not just the comic
like,
book. I mean, is this being a part of its, body of work going to be reflected on in a good way or a negative way,
showing the bat. Exactly, showing the bat dick. Does that help out? No, I say no. I
Bat
like,
Dick's putting
showing
us
bat
pretty
dick.
Batwing's putting us pretty ahead because that's totally what everyone was clamoring for.
There's something really wrong. It's stuff like that when people say comics are for deviants, that kind of stuff, like the whole like William Wortham, the Frederick Wortham. I mean, it's like the whole, they're for deviants and criminals and all that shit. And they do stuff like this. They don't dispel it, especially when it comes to Batman with the whole, so, what is Robin going to be in the KU at the time, like that kind of shit, you know. I don't
Damn,
know. It's
dude.
like,
I didn't even think about that.
yeah,
Is
it's
Robin
like
even in the story?
wouldn't surprise me.
I know
It would,
Constantine is. I don't really know much about the rest of it.
yeah, I don't see a point in it. Unless it's like demon, it turns out in the end it was his dick possessed by some demon.
Holy cow, dude.
It's like we tried to warn you from the start. See, we left clues here. Uh, but it's like this is I'm about to say I did a. Let's share this real quick. There, screen share, and I did this a while back. It was like this idea that like Wonder Woman, because when Hippolyta carved her from clay, she didn't carve her like when we molded her from clay, didn't mold any genitalia or you know, and
You're
so
saying she's a Barbie.
yeah, she's a Barbie doll, and it's like it was this stupid thing I did like a couple years back. But this idea, it's like so like her costume gets blasted away, and she's just like a Barbie doll. She's like, it's like no wonder you don't have to use the bathroom. You got nothing. She doesn't eat. She doesn't sleep. She doesn't drink. I just thought it'd be funny, just that, like somebody did, like the idea of that, and like that could be the kind of the way to take the piss out of this. Who's gonna show? What's next? Superman, like fucking Lois Lane, like this super a Man of Steel, Women of Kleenex, or something.
That's
You
too
know?
hardcore, man.
Oh god, they're showing a fucking bat dick,
That's so
dear.
edgy.
You know, you know, the dick's just mad. Bane cock blocked his way.
Bane's
Oh
doing a lot more than that right now.
yeah,
Bane's putting Batman through the mental gauntlet.
the mental gauntlet.
It's kind of like Nightfall, where he was throwing everyone at Batman before he
It's true.
actually stepped in,
Softened them up.
softened him up mentally and physically. So I guess we could expect to see Batman be attacked here soon by something. We'll see.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah,
A physical attack.
I'm not too keen on like just diving back into Batman right now. Maybe after things start kicking off,
Well,
maybe
you're
I will.
big. I mean, you got to support your new hero, man. Tom needs your help.
Batman, I'm king. You know. Oh God, you're right. Comic Rust in chat. Frank Miller's doing Superman for Black Label. Oh no,
Oh,
we're gonna
God
get
help us.
we're gonna get Superman fucking Lois Lane. Oh my God. And then he's gonna talk about like Superman's gonna talk in a Marv tone, like she's a goddess, she's a mortal goddess. It's like right. Oh God. Oh no. 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 Oh no. Oh God, no. This Black Label is a
You're worried
mistake.
about that. I'm more worried
Black
about
Label's a
what they'll do with
mistake, man.
Lex.
You know what's fucked up though? Vertigo back in the day, they got pissed off from mentioning penis in comics, like just saying penis. They got pissed off for having serial killers. Now they're showing Batman with his dick hanging out.
Things are different, man.
Dude, I honestly think this Black Label is even more mature than Vertigo. You know, it's what the fuck, man. What the absolute fuck.
Vertigo is now the art house comic book.
Yeah, it's so fucked up. It's so I think it's less fucked up. What's less or more fucked up? All this or that comic I shared with you, the one the brand new #1. You remember the one I'm talking about?
Oh
I'm gonna bring
shit!
it up.
Don't,
Yeah.
don't.
Yes. Yeah. Come on. Why not?
All right,
Why not?
let's do it. Get it
Let
on
me get
out
it.
there. Get it on out there.
Let me get that out here. Oh, let me see. Find it real quick. All right, here we go, folks. Now, me and Matt. We like our shit woke. We like our shit not to be. We like our shit woke,
I'm
not
awake.
broke. We are
I'm
awoken.
awake.
So prepare yourselves. Olivia Twist, #1,
How
a
did you
girl
find
power
this?
epic.
How did you
It was
find
it was
this?
recommended on Comixology. It was recommended on Comixology. It's like
Did
the
you
new.
buy it?
Fuck no, as you see, like I'm signed in, and I am not adding that shit to my cart. Oh, it has 2 5-star ratings. Who gives a fuck? A girl power epic to save a
One of
boy
those
she barely
tabs is
knows.
Larry's other account where he's got this.
Fuck no, it's not. Don't you lie like that? How dare you, sir? To save a boy she barely knows, a teenage orphan, Olivia Twist, joins the Esters, a girl gang of thieves running free in a dangerous future. Olivia's life is in this in this London of internment camps, and dark technology gets even more complicated when she discovers that she has more power and wealth than she has ever dreamed of, but it comes at a great cost. Debut comic from international best-selling author Darren Strauss, art by Vampire Academy, and Adventures of Supergirl artist Emma Vicelli. The Dickens classic reimagined, latest from the Berger books, like as in Karen Berger, the who
Whoa, whoa,
basically
whoa, whoa,
created,
whoa, 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 whoa.
yeah, Vertigo.
Oliver Twist.
Yeah, that's the whole joke. Olivia Twist. Yeah.
I just got it.
Yep. You just got it. But okay, so you look at the cover.
So, Oliver Twist, isn't that like a publicly owned property or something like that? What's the word for it?
Uh, public domain.
There you go. Free game.
Yeah. So you look at this cover, like it's a very like, okay, who gives a shit about this cover? It tells you nothing. It's
That
like
looks
she's just
great.
sitting on the edge.
It's telling
Just
me a
sitting
lot.
on the
There's a big
edge.
city. She has no chair, so she sits outside.
Sits on the ledge. But then you look at the first page, it tells you everything you need to know. Everything you need to know. Everything. And apparently it's got the whole we got to make this technology, and if we make the technology we get to leave the camp, blood and soil, mate. Yes, because I'm a skinhead. Oh
This isn't
no.
really drawing me in.
it oh, you don't, the fact that, where does it say, uh uh hey, here is my mother, 25, when England suffered the Great Contraction. There was a terrible war, and after many thousands of residents were designated unsafe, Or maybe the fact that like they don't explain like, well, that's just. What if this war was because of some certain citizens of the country were putting bombs on themselves and walking into buildings?
Who did it?
I wonder who. Is there a picture? Is there maybe a picture that paints a clue, gives us a clue to who might have been responsible? It was clearly the white man. See, blood and soil. See, he's a
Oh
terrorist. He's
boy.
saying blood and soil. It's clearly the white man. Yeah,
So you're saying they're singling out?
the white man. The white man's evil, as always, man.
Damn,
It's the evil white man. Yeah, it's
it's not good.
yeah. So, but apparently she's got chalk fever because you see that's a white man right there. That's got to be a white man. That's a white man right there. You know, she's got chalk
So
fever.
is is there superheroes and stuff in this, or
Nah, it's just STEM girl gangs. Hey, we're tough female chicks. I guess
we're tough?
we're tough. Who are you trying to
So
convince?
why? What is there about Oliver Twist in there?
You know, I read Oliver Twist when I was a kid. Didn't like it then. Don't remember. I just remember I don't like it. I don't remember much about it other than I didn't like it.
Is it time
It's pretty.
for steampunk Tom Sawyer? You want to do that?
That's probably already been done.
It's
Oh
a free game,
God,
dude.
free game. Yeah, it's a free. Well, that's the thing. It's like anything's potential. But yeah.
Tom Sawyer's probably not public domain.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, it's
Space
dude,
Cop Huck Finn. There you go.
Space Cop. Space Cop. Oh God. Yes. The potential is that Black Label is the Tumblr version of DC Comics.
Is there is there more than just the Batman? What else is coming?
Oh, don't forget they have Kelly Sue DeConnick doing something too.
Oh,
They got her doing
that's good.
Matt Fraction's
Mm.
wife,
Yep.
but you know yeah we're totally fucked because she's doing Wonder Woman on Black Label. Then you got Jewel Wilson doing the Wonder Woman book normally. This is as long as they don't fuck with Hawkman, I'm okay. Once they start fucking with Hawkman, then I'm out. I'm gone. I'm not gonna bother shit. I'm not gonna give it a chance. But yeah. But yeah, I think that's about it, dude. I been chewing your ear off for quite a while now.
We're here. We're doing
Yeah,
it.
they're doing it. I'm surprised I had anybody show up. Honestly, this is thank you fucking Nighthawks and people in other time zones. You know,
Woo.
holy shit! It's like nearly 4 a.m. here. Like the fuck, here on the East Coast. But shit, yeah, man. Shit, yeah. This lot we unpacked, which is good, which is quite good. I don't know, but hey, I'll take questions. Anybody has a question in the chat? I'll answer questions. I'll take. I'll.
I should probably be looking at this chat, but I'm
Oh, it's all good. I can understand.
I'm
You're on
sorry.
mobile. You're on mobile, dude. Don't worry about it. But
I could turn it on the computer.
you could do that. You could be multitasker. So if you have want to get my thoughts, opinions on something, shit, hit me.
Larry,
Hit me with it.
what about your thoughts on Carol having her origin changed?
Oh, I don't. What origin's that?
I think her mom's Creed.
Oh, are they? They're all right. Fuck that shit.
Did you hear that? It was me dropping the mic. No.
That'd be your phone. You'd fuck your phone up. Why? See that right there. Them doing that just so they could shoehorn her further into that bullshit. Fuck that.
Her mom's a warrior, dude.
I just fucking retarded shit.
I didn't read the issue, but I was reading an article about it about a couple minutes ago.
Oh my God. That makes sense though. That makes sense they would do that. Yeah, why not?
You think they're gonna do that in the movie?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Did you like that trailer?
I didn't even watch it, dude. I didn't watch it. I know,
I'll
like, I'm
send
not
you
gonna
the
see them.
10-hour loop of it.
Don't you do that to me? That's terrorist act. Don't do that. But yeah, I have no interest in watching that.
Ten
I have
hour
no
loop. Someone's made it, man.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of people that do that kind of shit. Like there's certain 10-hour loops that make sense, but that doesn't. I don't know. I'm just. I don't see a point. Why is it? Why is oh Captain Carol Danvers is going to save the day? Like, what the fuck is she going to do against a reality warping gauntlet?
Maybe she's bringing help with her. Maybe she's bringing Marvel
Hey,
and their little superhero team.
you mean Jude Law? Apparently, Jude Law is going to be playing Marvel, the original Captain Marvel.
I hope he doesn't die immediately.
Oh, he probably will.
He's
He'll probably.
gone.
I
He's
have a feeling
fucking
they're gonna pull it.
gone.
They're gonna pull a Green Lantern. He's gonna be like a Ben Sur. He's where he just dies. Like you're the Captain Marvel now. You're the only Captain Marvel, the first female Captain Marvel. And then
I don't
then
think
he
he's gonna point that out.
pan over to
None.
a black woman, and she's just like, "Motherfuckers." It's like Monica Rambeau. It's like you motherfuckers.
There's not a 10-hour loop of that trailer. You're lucky. There's an hour loop of the Infinity War trailer music.
Nope, nope. Not gonna get me with that one either. Not gonna happen. I just like, don't fuck with these characters. Like Monica Rambeau should be the one with this film, but Disney, I think, for as progressive Disney as they seem to be, putting a black woman superhero like fucking DC couldn't even DC got out the gate with Wonder Woman and did a great job. This is a fucking prequel movie. Well, no, it's a big story. It's a fucking prequel.
It's in the 90s, dude. You didn't see her crash into the Blockbuster.
I didn't see that. I know, but apparently when somebody
Blockbuster is now free use.
I can't remember who posted it, but if somebody said when you're more nostalgic for Blockbuster and you're more excited to see Blockbuster than you are to see Captain Marvel, you fucked up.
I can kind of agree with it.
I miss going to a video store and picking up like movies I hadn't seen before, and like going like they got a game in like I'd never played before. I like pick up like 5 movies, 5 days, $5. Like that was fucking great, man. You can't beat, but you can't even rent a movie for under $5 on Amazon usually.
Nope.
Like what the fuck? Like a movie that's like 20, 30 years old. Like you go to a video store, like and guess what? What's great about renting a video tape or a DVD? You don't have to, you don't have to pay $5 a piece for it. You don't have to worry about your internet shitting up on you and like causing reloads or some shit like that because of Amazon's being a bitch or whatever. But you have the physical media. You have that in your hand. When I was working security, I could have took that work with me. But fuck, what the fuck have they done? What have they done? Monica did get the damn Shaft comic, Russ, and that's what's so fucked up about this. Monica Rambeau has been fucked over. The black woman, and it makes me sound woke as fuck, but the black woman,
dude.
the racist motherfuckers. They took the female title of Captain Marvel from her. They gave her a shit title like Photon.
Talking about isn't she's still around, right?
She's still around, but she should be Captain Marvel.
She was.
She should still be. If you want to do a female Captain Marvel, there you go. But they'll probably give Captain Marvel over to that fucking loser Miss Marvel, before they give it back to Monica.
What?
Black don't crack, motherfucker.
You talking about the one that can stretch her arms out and stuff?
Oh, you mean Super Skrull, the character? Yeah.
I don't know.
Fucking loser character. The thing is, like, you missed.
It's not really my kind of comic book.
Dude, I gave it a shot. Fuck that shit. It's like that young adult garbage. I mean, like, it doesn't have to be that way. It could appeal to any. Well, it's just not for you. It's like it should be for me. It should be for white guys. It should be for young girls. It should be for old people. It should be for foreigners. It should be anybody. Anybody should be able to get into the book. Not this fucking. We got to market it directly to this group. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You want the biggest audience possible. You want a niche, so you want to have a niche of an already niche product. What the fuck are you thinking? It's like me making like some weird, fucked up, like boxing Helena style comic. Like, oh, let's cut off a woman's arms and legs, and oh, there's fetishists out there to be interested in that. Like, why the fuck would I do that? So you're already limiting the audience to already pick your stuff up. Why? Well, it makes other people happy. It's like, you want to sell this, right? You want to make some money? Don't do it. Don't do that shit. Like, oh god, it's so fucking awful. Why do they? I, give me that. You know what? I'm interested. Like, I don't want to do it because I know people already done stuff like this before. I could take the name Kamala Khan. I could take the name of I'd change her powers though. I'd change where she was born. I'd say she was born in Pakistan, or possibly even with the name Khan.
Are you retconning these characters?
I would retcon the shit out of her. I would, in the fact that she would no longer be an Inhuman. You know, but
You would make her a mutant?
that's that's where I'd go. I would go more. I'd go more of that. The Inhuman side of it, Inhuman seems like whatever. But though the X like though I don't know if I want to go
I
mutant.
feel like there shouldn't be a bunch of Inhumans. I feel like at one point I remember there wasn't very many Inhumans.
Actually, I'd go for more of an Eternal, like
Talking
a kind of
about what
artificial.
Cannonball is?
No, no, no. The
The
Eternals, like the
Immortals?
no Eternals, the Jack Kirby creations. The
Oh,
Icarus,
you're talking about
the
his
ones created by
version of those
Celestials,
characters.
the ones created by the Celestials from
Yeah.
space. Yeah, it's like imagine like, but it's like it turns out there was a rogue Eternal creating other Eternals on Earth,
Oh
kind
shit.
of, and like to kind of compete with, because you have the Inhumans, you have mutants, but Eternals are, they're cosmic. They're not just Kree, or because everybody's like, oh, the Inhumans are just lapdogs of the Kree. They're Kree slave labor. The Eternals are bad. They're gods, and so like this kid. Like this idea of this kid having the power of a god and being tempted to, go towards evil, because that's the thing about Marvel characters, you know. But I can make like I would make her a much better character than any of these motherfuckers would, without pulling the like the fangirl bullshit. I fucking hate that. It's like it's one thing, like maybe she maybe has like a picture or a poster of a character on the wall or something, but not it's like it's, I don't know, something like that. Like you could, I don't know, you could do something like have a battle jacket. The like rocker chicks have. Like the jean jacket shit. Yo, Matt, you there?
My mic came unplugged there for a minute. I
Oh,
apologize.
oh, it's okay. I thought we were kind of disconnected again. But all I was saying is, it's like have her have a little rocker chick mindset, but can't do that in Pakistan because of the
You mean having her rebel against their way of living out there?
yeah, exactly. It's like and then when her eternal abilities kick in, and then she's able to do
But
something
isn't it
about that.
about respecting
Like,
their
well, think
way
about
of
it is,
life?
she's like, fuck that shit. It's like, but and then we talk about hard subjects. If you want to be all inclusive and all this and that. I was like, okay, you know what? Bring up female genital mutilation. Bring up terrorism. Bring up the fact that women are treated like shit in that culture. You know, like maybe have like like within the first issue, she, even before her powers, like or she knows that her powers, like she takes off the hijab. She's like, why am I wearing this? Like that kind of shit. Like how dare, and then they come after her, but she kicks the shit out of them. Like that kind of stuff. It's about tradition, it's about culture. Why? It's like questioning authority. And maybe she joins like the new version of the Warriors. The you remember the old Warriors comic
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Isn't
with
she
Ray
was it
and
the new champions or whatever they're called?
Yeah, they change that shit around. Like I'll go like bring back Rage and Firestar and stuff like that.
Rage was the really big,
Yeah,
super strong guy that was really like a little kid or something.
yeah, it was fucking great, man.
He's
Speedball.
kind of like Shazam a little bit.
Yeah, it's like yeah, you'd want to do you'd want to do something with some substance with these characters. Yeah, so yeah. Thank you, Natasha. But yeah, this is yeah. There's something going on with like just doing these kind of characters. Like you got to you if you want to do it, you go all the way. You don't half-ass this shit. Oh wow, fangirl, stem, all that other shit. It's like I don't know. It just I could make a better character than what they've done, but well, it's big talk, Larry. That's big talk. But new Night Thrasher, fuck yeah. Oh god.
Isn't Night Thrasher still alive?
I think he is, but like have Night Thrasher versus Night Thrasher or the Night
There we go.
Thrashers.
The Night
Oh,
Thrashers.
a group of 3 Night Thrashers. One of them's killed, and so one of them, and then the one that's killed is like the one that kind of the heart of the little group. So one Night Thrasher goes evil, one Night Thrasher stays good, kind of thing. It's like giving my name, giving myself a bad
One will
name.
be the Jason Todd Night Thrasher.
Pretty much, one be Jason Todd, one be Nightwing. Think of it that way. Like, I think that'd be actually kind of cool, dude. Actually, I'm actually like getting interested in these books that never happened now. Oh god. Oh my god. This is a shame. Oh, Night Thrasher's dead. Oh, dead. Night Thrasher is dead from Civil War. Oh wow. Okay. I
Damn,
did not
still
know that.
dead?
Damn. Oh, it's death in comics, really. But yeah, I really like to see. I like to see good shit. Like, but nobody does like the B level heroes anymore. They're either they try to make
Where's
everybody
the
A level.
gangbuster, man?
Where's D Man?
I want the
Where's D Man?
gangbuster.
Where's
Yeah,
D Man? Right?
D-Man.
Doctor Druid. Oh God. Oh my God. Doctor Druid. Oh sweet Jesus. With that, man, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Matt, thanks again, dude, for coming around for new
Thanks
comic
for
day
having me, man.
nights, our late night bullshit stream. And thank you for those in the
We
chat
pulled it
stop
off.
by.
We did it.
We did it. We kept it fun, and so thank you all for joining us. Until next time, which will be the next show I've planned is noon Eastern on U.S. time Saturday with Josh Howard, creator of Dead at 17, also currently doing the series T-Bird and Throttle, which is he's crowdfunding for the issue 2. And you think, Larry, you bitch and moan about this stuff all the time. The difference is he already had the 0 issue in issue 1. Issue 1 was 60 pages, and it was a reasonable price. This is another 60-page book, but the book itself, I'm thinking, oh, please, God, don't be $25. Don't be $25. $15, including shipping and handling for a 60-page comic.
That's not bad.
And it's scheduled to come out February of next year. And so 60 pages, that's like 3 issues. It's already September. So you say, the thing ends in a month, the crowdfunding. So like say ends middle of next month. So that's October to November, November to December, December to January, 3 months, 3 months worth of comics, and it's supposed to ship in February. That's a good fucking deal. That's basically what he's doing. He's doing quarterly comics. That's from the way it's set up. It's like quarterly comics. They really the crowdfunding, the Indiegogo, which I should never say never, dude. I like
never say never.
But it's good. The first 2, the 0 issue 1 are great. The fucking issue 1's kind of a gut punch, but that's.
I guess it's time for me to give Uncle Ethan $5.
Uncle Ethan, no, don't do that. Go seek out Josh Howard's work. Much better way of spending your money. But And also he's a cooler dude. He actually replies to you, and doesn't just does YouTube
Uncle
stuff.
Ethan ain't gonna talk to me. Is that what you're telling me?
He doesn't care about you unless he talks shit about Comicsgate. Then he'll talk to you because he'll send his fucking mob after you.
Man,
But he doesn't lead
I
Comicsgate.
just
Remember,
want to
folks,
talk about comic books.
he doesn't lead anything, though he does wield a mob. It's like a mob boss. Hey, I don't run no mob. I don't know what you're talking about. Go get him.
Get them, boys.
Get them, boys. It's the Dixie Mafia. No, better not talk about that. But I might actually have to delete the stream. Shit. I've talked too much shit. Larry, you
Nope.
talk too much. So if you don't see the stream no more, folks, now you know why. Oh wait, I might just unlist it. I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know shit. All right, folks. Take care. Bless you all. Good night. Good luck. Have a great day. For Matt Land, this is Larry King signing off.
Adios.